My name is Beverly Williamson, and I'm a fourth-generation farmer that has been growing fruit here on the Sunny Slope area of Idaho for 4 generations. Our farm was homesteaded back in 1909 by Lillian Williamson Gammon. Her and her husband came out from Virginia as part of the Farmstead Act, and they agreed to take on about 80 acres of land, and by keeping it in the family for 15 years in agriculture, they then got the deeds to the property. And at that time, it was a general farm. It was a real pioneer farm. There was no water. They had to hand dig their well. And after about a year of digging that well, they finally got a windmill that they brought in. They bought it from the Sears and Roebuck catalog, brought it on the train to the Caldwell train depot and set it up. Took them about a week. And I do remember in Lillian's journal that she kept, she put a little note about a week after they got the windmill up. She said, I haven't had to go down to the river to get water for the plants or the cattle or anything like that. I haven't had to do that for a week. I think we can stay. And I always thought, oh my gosh, that is so crazy to think about. That's what it took them to decide to stick with it, was just having a windmill bringing them water, which was just amazing. So like I said, it was a general farm back in the day. It was a dairy at one point in time. We've always had a little bit of fruit, specifically tree fruit and vines. And it expanded throughout the family. So my grandfather took it on in the 50s and put in a bunch of fruit trees. My father and uncle then expanded the fruit trees out to about 700 acres. And then in the 1990s, we planted our first vineyard. We put in 25 acres of grapes, and they were Cabernet, Syrah, and some Riesling. And the next year we followed up with some Viognier grapes, and the popularity of the quality of the grapes has grown so tremendously that we've had to expand our vineyard up to our current acreage, which is 50 acres, and we grow 8 different varietals of grapes now. It's so exciting to see the growth in the Idaho wine industry, and specifically here in the Sunny Slope Wine Trail area. Our grapes are sought after by lots of different winemakers, but we tend to think ours are a little bit special because the grapes that we use for our line, I think, are phenomenal, and we create some really amazing, delicious wines that you can get here in our tasting room. We're really excited about the opening of our new tasting room. It's a long time coming. We've been in the same location for over a century, and so this new tasting room is fantastic. What I love about it is it still has that old-fashioned farm charm that we always had at the old place, but it's so welcoming, and we're always so happy to just tell people about our story and pour them a glass of wine and sit down and just have a chat. So I hope you can come out, have a glass with me, and